Okay. Hey, runners. Have you ever felt your run in your knees or ever heard running is bad for your knees? Or maybe you quit running because of your knees. So I just want to talk for just a second the role of the knee in running and why would my knee hurt? So one of the things that happens when most people start to run is they just go running, right? They get in shoes and then they go running. So when you have an injury or when you have a pain, usually we blame the activity. So running hurt my knees. And then the answer is like, well, ice the knee, stretch the area, get some new shoes. And the answer really needs to be your body was telling you you were doing something wrong. Let's figure out how to do the movement correctly. And this is important. And the reason I'm sitting is because I'm just going to equate this to squats. So I've always been a weightlifter. And when I first got into weightlifting, I was in high school and people would say, oh, you're going to hurt your knees. Squats hurt your knees. Well, I'm 54. I still squat and they don't hurt my knees. And one of the things is because I learned how to squat correctly. So if I was just going to get up from this position, right, and you'd never met me before and I was going to train you, and this is what I did, you tell me. Does that look like a correct way to stand up? Same thing, if I was going to sit down in this chair, would it make any sense for me to sit like this? See what I mean? And then I'd be like, oh, I just did those squats and my back hurts and my knee hurts. It's got to be intentional movement. If I'm going to stand up, what is my thought? Lift up. Where is my body weight? Two places. It's on the ball of my feet and my seat, right? Two places of support. I need to stand up. I need to unweigh my support. My first unweighting has to be my hips, of course, because that's what's going to lift up. So what is my action? What is the action when you're going to stand up out of a chair? Well, there should be action is the lift up, right? From the floor, really, and the seat. So what helps me lift up? It's going to be my arms and it's going to be my torso lifting, right? And if I want muscles to help me, what muscles would help me to get up? My glute muscles. All right, so now I've got my weight in my feet. I'm going to lift my chest and torso and activate my glute muscles. Here we go. Lift. And then to go back down, I'm going to activate my core muscles so I can hold my upper body lifted while I sit back down. Squeeze that glute, pull that stomach in. Squeeze the glute, pull the stomach in. And you see I'm leaving my chest lifted. Now there's intent in my movement. So now if you said, hey, I'm here, would you like to get up? Yes, I would. Very happy to see you. You see what I mean? It's intentional. And I use the right movement pattern because when you're going to go to sit down, you want to take the weight off the knee, leave the body lifted. So you want to pull the stomach in, right? And I'm using my arms for what? For counterbalance. And then to lift up, it's the exact opposite. I want to stay lifted. My arms are still going to be counterbalanced, but instead of going back, I'm going up, and using my glutes. So when you start to do movements correctly, you realize, well, squats aren't bad. I wasn't just not doing them intentionally. So now when I go to do my squat, I'm going to be more intentional. Same in running. If you go out to go for a run and you're like, here I go, and then you stick your foot out, that's 3 times your body weight. And not only is it 3 times your body weight that you stuck your foot out, but now you're stuck waiting. And every frame you have to wait for this foot is another impact. So there's a lot of runners when they come in to run RX, I give them a gait analysis. They send me their run. And I'm like, do you realize you're on the ground for 9 frames? That's a lot of frames. 9 times your body weight. And you're on think about it. Running is 1,500 steps a mile. So would you rather have, this is half my weight, half my weight, half my weight, half. This is half my body weight or 3 times my body weight, up to 9 times, depending on how long you're on the ground. That's just one frame ahead. A lot of runners, when they come in, they're reaching and they're pushing. And those 2 movements are really, really hard on your knee joint. And most people, when I ask them, did you train to reach and push? They always say, not really. It's just what I do. See, it's just a movement pattern you created for your run. So one of the first things you want to do is first let's look at your movement pattern and make sure you're not putting any stress on that knee joint. That's really important. So what is the movement pattern of running? Because it's just a repeated gait cycle over and over. It's the same step over and over. So I'm in my running pose. I'm in this balance line. I use my torso to shrug, change support, and I need to be right back in that same running pose with a bent knee. See, because if at any point you extend the knee, just like taking this forward adds 3 to 5 times my body weight, up to 9. Well, if I take my back leg and I extend it, whew, I don't even like to do that, just showing you guys. Well, I just did that. Well, as soon as you do that and you extend this knee back, you just did the same thing in reverse, because now I just took my body weight, which is going to go forward, and I have to try to hold it on this hip and then watch my leg. It's going to go this way. So even if I want to pull my leg, it's going somewhere behind me, right? And if it's somewhere behind you, now I'm carrying a 30 to 50 pound weight on my back, my hip, and my hamstring. Isn't that wild? So then you're like 3 to 5 times my body weight, and then hold this 30 to 50 pound weight. 1,500 steps a mile. Guys, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. So don't worry about all that. Like, what is my job? What is it that I need to do? Well, one, you need to keep your knees bent. So please practice the ready stance. The free 3-2-1 run on the app will take you through that. Of course, if you join us, I'll take you through it. It's the best way to do it. Got to learn how to free your knees just when you're standing. And the best thing is we teach people, most of the people come in, they're injured. Everybody comes in to run RX and they're already like knees, hips, whatever you got. Don't worry. I got you, because we use bands, we use PVC pipes or broomsticks, we use rollers, we use boxes, we use all the toys to help you offset your body weight as you're recovering so that you can get stronger on your own support. See, I can hold on to a door frame, right? If I cannot put all of my weight down, I can put a chair or a box or a pillow or something, right, to help hold my body weight. I can use a band to offset. You can learn the movement of running without being fully supported as you're relearning how to run and get stronger. And you can learn without impact, because I can learn just the action of the pull. I can get stronger in holding my line. And then as I can offset my weight. That's why we use a lot of bands. And I can work on learning how, and I can use that pose, learning how to lift up. See, learning how to lift up without unbending your knees. Because this is the first thing that people have to learn, is that you are a spring. Your whole body is a unit. And if you learn how to work with your body connected as a unit, see, it's very relaxed running. Then you start to realize, if I leave my knees bent and hold my torso, it's very light impact. It's just a light, nice hop. And then I teach you how to start to shift your body weight. And we start with side to side, especially if you're injured, because it's easier on the joint. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, I can go side to side. And then you're going to go forward and then back. And then you start to learn how to just shift your body weight. Running is a change of support. Where's my body weight? It's on the ball of my foot. My body's going to travel forward, right? With momentum, I went too far. So your body's going to travel forward. And you want to just feel that when you run, it's simply letting your body travel, let gravity take it, and you change support. You do it in place, unweighted, right? I got the weight in the band, I'm lifted up, and you start to feel what running should feel like. And you're like, oh. And then when you take it out, you know what it's supposed to feel like. And you also understand what movement is. Like, my knees are supposed to be bent. I'm supposed to be lifted. Here I go. It's great. It's a great way, one, to make sure you're running efficiently, but also all of the exercises we have. So think of running as a triangle. It's pose, fall, pull. And it's a great triangle. We take that triangle and we put it at the top, and we make a second triangle. So pose is the top triangle, and then skill, strength, self-care is your base. Because the only way I can keep running is to practice. I've got to practice running. I've got to practice the skill of the pull. I've got to be strong. I've got to be able to hold my body weight in line. I've got to be able to keep my knees bent. I've got to be able to keep, right? I've got to be able to keep the elasticity on. So that's strength. And then what's self-care? Rolling, stretching, all the things you have to do to keep running. So we put it all together. And the best part is you can do it separate from running. This is so important because save your run time for running. Like we give you a warm-up. I absolutely recommend a warm-up before you run. But in general, that skill work, that strength, that self-care, that specificity work to save your knees, do it by itself. A lot of people will tell me, I don't have time to stretch. You don't have time for knee pain either, right? So I make all the videos like 5 minutes, all the immersion videos. They're pretty short. The idea is intent, right? And also, I take you through, just like I taught you with that squat, to not be scared also of movement. So if I can sit, right, and just start to play with my movement, like learning what the hamstring does, learning that the knee itself needs to just be relaxed. So does my foot and ankle. So I take you through a lot of this stuff, a lot of this work, so that you can start getting more comfortable with your own movement without feeling pressure, without impact, without load. Then as you get more and more comfortable, as you get stronger, you can start running more, you can start adding more volume, you can start adding more load, right? But get there first. And the main thing is to understand that most of these pains are coming from incorrect movement. So as you correct the movement and you do the skill, the strength, and the self-care, all of a sudden you feel like, oh, okay, it's not really the running that was hurting my knees. It's the way I was running that was hurting my knees. So give that free 3-2-1 a try. It's on the app. Or, of course, join us. We'd be happy to have you. runrx.fit. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Share if you can. We're trying to spread the word and get more runners out there running pain-free.